Hello everybody! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is McKenna and I am so happy to have you. So, I am officially back in New York, which is so exciting and a little bit bittersweet, but today is one of my best guy friends from school's graduation party and I have about an hour to get ready, so I figured why not take you guys along the process of that and show you the products I'm using and all of that stuff. My stuff is a disaster, like my makeup is still all in this gross bag from traveling and whatnot, but I'm gonna do the best I can and I'm still gonna give you some tips along the way. So let's get after it. Hi guys, so as I've been getting through editing this video, I'm realizing that there are certain points where my face isn't exactly in focus, but I'm kind of directing you throughout the video and I give really good advice on face shape and all that stuff, so I'm just gonna leave it up. But yeah, there will be future videos in the very near future anyways with tutorials, so just wanted to give you the heads up there. So my first two steps always are, you know, you look good, you feel good. So I like to put on something soft that makes me feel beautiful, and then this is my favorite perfume. It is the Marc Jacobs Daisy. This perfume smells amazing, it's just light and fresh. So this is the perfume I'm going to be using today. So this is not going to be an aesthetic products tutorial, but this, I'm going to show you for a second because it's so gross, is the Ultra Repair Cream Intense Hydration, and it's by the brand First Aid Beauty. This is such good moisturizer. I had a really big battle with acne, so for me it's really helped me with my scarring. So I don't use a actual primer, I just use moisturizer, so I'm just going to go ahead and powder into my skin. So I'm going to go ahead and run a wet brush through my hair, and then I'm going to go ahead and clip it. So I'm going to give myself 1 hour from right now. So it is currently 12:27, so I'm going to round up and give myself until 1:30 to do all this stuff. So I'm starting off mixing the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I'm going to link all of these down below. Unfortunately, I don't have my summer shade. Like I said, I've been traveling, and I'm mixing it actually with this Rimmel London Lasting Finish 25-hour Breathable. I don't know, it's 25-hour, but whatever. And I got this while I was traveling, and actually it's a drugstore, but it works so well. So I'm going to go ahead and mix that and then lightly put that all over my face. Okay, so that's the foundation. And then I'm going to actually go ahead and put some chapstick on. This is BitchStix. This is actually my favorite chapstick. They donate, I think, 75% of all of their profits to women who have suffered domestic violence, and it's just so good. So now I am going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. And this concealer, obviously, I think if you're a makeup person, you've known about by now. For me, I'm not crazy about the thickness. So once I go on my next little shopping endeavor with makeup, I will update you guys with a new tutorial with my actual favorite products. Okay, so now my concealer is on and I'm going to go in with a little bit of setting powder. This is the Cover FX setting powder. You can use any setting powder. So now I am going to go in with the holy grail of bronzers, and this is the Hourglass bronzer. It is so good. This is the shade Ambient. I've put so many of my friends onto this. So this is the Real Techniques 201. You can get these for pretty cheap in Ulta and they work really well. And I'm just going to start with the heaviest product right above my cheekbones. You can see that there's the shadow here. It's a little bright so you can't really tell, but right here. And I'm going to go slightly above and start heavier up here and then blend it down. So usually I would do a little bit of a lighter bronzer underneath and then this on top for more of that like glow effect, because this has a lot of shimmer in it, if you can see, but it's beautiful. This really is just lifting your entire face. And then I'm going to also go in here and do a little bit around my forehead. And I'll go through this in another video, but basically there are ways that you should be applying your bronzer based on your face shape. So roughly, if you have a round face, you want to put the bronzer on the outsides of your face because it gives you shadows that will make your face be perceived as thinner. If you have a long face, you're going to want to apply it on top so it'll shorten your face. And yeah, it's just kind of working with your features you've got and learning what works best for you. So I have a little bit of a bigger forehead, so I like to go in here. And then I like to also go under the chin area. This just helps you, you know, get away all of that double chin action going on, and blend that all out. And afterwards, like I said, this bronzer can go on a little bit heavy, so once I know that there's almost no product left on the brush, I will just go in and go over to kind of fill out my complexion. Okay, so this is what we're working with now. So I really only wear blush in the summertime, and that's because the red tone normally doesn't work with my skin, but this shade, the Ofra Blush Sweet Stuff, this stuff is fantastic. It just cracked all over, so I'm going to try and use what I can. And I'm just going to go back in with that same brush I was using for my bronzer, and I'm going to apply my blush right here, so kind of right where a highlighter would go. And this just really helps lift your face. If you apply blush here in the middle, it'll make you look sweet and young, which is a great look as well, but to each their own. I like to kind of have my face lifted, so I'm going to apply it right here. You can kind of see it just like my face. This is what we're working with blush and everything so far. So that's everything so far. Again, right now I'm going to use this for my nose contour, so I'm just going to go in with a bronzer, and basically you want to go down the natural rim of your nose. So for me, I can see my eyebrows end here, and I'm just going to follow down this line. And it just helps bring your nose in a little bit. You go have a very light hand with the bronzer, and you just run down straight. And then I'm going to go in again with that brush and just dust off the sides. You can probably see it just slimmed out my nose a tiny bit. So now I'm going to do my brows, and usually I use the Anastasia Beverly Brow Wiz. So I'm going to start by brushing out my eyebrows. You can see that my brows are pretty full already. I have a little bit of sparseness here, and then like right here. So I'm really just evening my brows out when I'm doing them this way. I like these fine tip pencils. You can just get way more precise, and eventually you can get the same effect as if you're using a thicker tip. You just have to be patient. Okay, and there we have one brow and two brows. Now I think I'm going to do a pretty simple eye look, but I think I'm going to do oranges today. This is the Morphe 350, and this palette is amazing. I'll open it up and show you guys. It has really good neutral shades and oranges, and I have green eyes, so for green, orange is one of the most enhancing colors. So I will show you all of that. So I'm going to go in with this light shade right here, and I'm just going to dust all over my eyelid. And what this is doing is it's going to give me a really clean base. Okay, so that's the base done. Next, I am going to go in with this shade right here. It's like a medium orangey brown shade. So I'm gonna just dust off that shade, and I'm going to go in right here so you can see there's like a natural hood of my eye, and I'm going to just use that as a guide and follow that hood. And I like to dust up on the sides right here. So I'm like pulling the eye up, if that makes sense. You can see the difference so far. This eye is more lifted, and that's just from only one color. And with this shade, whatever's left on the brush, I like to go like slightly underneath, and this is just doing that same thing. It's the pulling effect. So I like to do a tiny bit under the eye. Okay, so that's what we're working with so far. So now I'm going to go in with this orangey shade, and I am going to take this a little bit further in, like right below that line that I just created. And you can see how much that brightened my eye color. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but the difference is like this one's more bright and, you know, light and soft, and this one's a little bit darker. And then I'm going to go in with a thinner brush. You can see this one is like thin and chunky. This is a smudger, and I'm going to be smudging. So I'm going to use this darker shade here, and I'm just going to take this right to, so basically the trick with eyeliner is to follow the natural bottom line of your eye. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to follow that line and just tap, like lift it up, like swoosh it up. And just kind of push it into that other color that's up there already. So you can see that just gave it a little bit more of that lifting effect. So this is the look so far. I'm going to stop there with the shadow, but it's a nice simple look. And now I'm going to go in with a little bit of brown liquid eyeliner. And this is the Stilla Stay All Day waterproof. So I'm going to do the same thing that I just did with that last. Just follow this bottom line and tick up. You have a super light hand to make that initial first line. So I just started with that, just tick up. And then I like to gently pull that line over and kind of let it fade into my natural eyeline. And this is again just giving you that true cat eye. So this is the finished eye look. I'm obviously going to put on some mascara now, but I mean, I think it looks pretty nice. You can see it's kind of just with the collective bronzer lifting and the eye lift, and I keep my brows pretty angular. I mean, they kind of are naturally. It really just gives me such a lift in my face. So now I'm going to go in with a little bit of highlighter. Again, I barely have any at home with me, but this one I actually really liked. I got it as a sample. It's the Mary Lou Manizer by the Balm Cosmetics, and it's a really nice like moon, like champagne-y lighter shade. I like lighter highlighters. I don't like gold. And I'm just going to put a little dot on the tip of my nose with my finger, rub it in, and then right down the middle of the center. And this is just helping with that nose contour that we just did. You can see it kind of like makes my nose look a little bit slimmer. And then additionally, well, I don't have my highlighting brush on hand, so I'm just going to go in with my finger again lightly and do like 3 little taps right here on both sides, following my cheekbone, and then just dust that up. So now I'm going to be curling my eyelashes. This is so important, life hack. Even if I'm going out of the house with no makeup on, I will always curl my eyelashes. It helps lift your face, make you look more awake, brighter, more approachable. It's just a great thing. And then I'm going to apply mascara. I'm going to start by going underneath my eyelashes and then pushing up and shaking my hand as I go up. So that is one lash all done. I feel like this look is missing something. I'm going to add a little bit of shimmer in the middle of my eye, and I'm going to be using the Stilla, what is this? Stilla Shimmer and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. And you can see I haven't even done anything but how much it shows up, but this really just gives you that like glow. you can just see that gave me such a more like captivating look in my eye because of that little shimmer on the inside. So that was definitely a good call. Now for the final step is the lip, but I'm going to be using a Laura Mercier lip liner and following the natural line on my lip. So you can see that just brought out my lip shape a bit. I like using a shade that's pretty close to my natural lip color, and this one is not too far off, so it's a nice nude. And then I'm going in with the Clarin Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector, and this is just so good. It's just like a lip gloss, but I like the look, like the 80s look of having the lip liner with like a lighter shade in the middle. So this is going to give it a little shine, but that is the finished look, and I'm going to go ahead and finish with some setting spray. And for my hair, I'm going to be using this Revlon brush. This thing is godsend. Basically, it's a blow dryer and a round brush in one, so rather than having to do both, you can kind of like pull on your hair and press as hard as you want with this, and it's so good. It gives you a salon blowout at home, and it's just twisting this, and yeah. And so I'm gonna part my hair into sections. Basically, I'll start from the bottom and work my way up. Okay, so this is my hair fully dried. I'm not sure how I'm going to style it yet, so I'm gonna figure out my outfit and then do that. But I only have 15 minutes, like it's literally even less, like 10 minutes. So let's get going. So I've decided I'm going to go with this dress that I thrifted a few months back. It's just a really cute, simple sundress. I feel like it's perfect for a grad party. And I'm going to be accessorizing with these earrings. So you can see it's a fun, just kind of classy, cute vibe. Okay, so ignore my room behind me, but I've decided to just do this tuck with my hair today. I don't know, I'm feeling it, I like it. I think it looks good with the earrings and the dress. These are the shoes that I am wearing. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed. It is currently 1:27, so we made it exactly in time, but I am going to run. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.